Hi, it's Dana. Thank you for your interest in coming to Grace Wellness and being one of our clients to try to figure out how you could feel better. Um, I wanted to go over the new client testing package. So what happens if you want to be a new client? You come in and we will run a series of tests, figure out what's going on with you, um, do some supplements and some lifestyle changes to try to correct some of those things and have you come back in 3 to 6 weeks and determine do all the testing again to determine what maybe has helped or what's gotten better, what's gotten worse, what's new, and see where we're going. And so that's kind of how we get set up with people um, to determine what your underlying things are, because a lot of people have issues that they've had for a long time. They've been to a lot of doctors. The doctors tell them that, you're fine, your blood work's fine, but clearly you have things going on that um, are not comfortable. So there's a lot of underlying chronic things that get missed in the medical world. So we try to look for those things. Like I'm going to spend an hour and a half with you discussing what you do, what you eat, how you feel, um, not just what you eat, but when you eat. Do you exercise? Do you have a lot of stress? Are you around some toxins? Are you using chemicals in your home, chemicals on your body? So there's a lot of different things that can affect how you feel. Whenever you come in, we're going to do a test called RBTI, which is Reams Biological Theory of Ionization. And we look at your urine and your saliva. So ideally you would have a little bit of protein before you come in. And it's going to tell us about how your body's metabolizing things, how your organs are functioning, how they're talking to each other, um, how much carbohydrates or sugars were available to your brain whenever you urinated. So how much was there that your brain may not have picked up? Or was there too much? Or is it fluctuating? We look at your pH of your saliva and your urine. That tells us different things about your metabolism. It's extremely important. Um, we look at your salts. There's 47 different salts. So it's not just if you don't use a salt shaker, that doesn't mean you're not going to have high salts. And you could just be dehydrated. Um, we look at how much debris is coming out, and we look at your protein. So how your liver's processing protein and building proteins, and how your kidneys are kicking out proteins. Those numbers should match. If they don't match, if the protein coming in, the protein going out don't match, then there's a problem. You could be cannibalizing your tissues, or you could be building up extra proteins in your body that aren't leaving. So that's not a good thing either. So we get that balanced out, or try to um, give you some things to support that. I also do biofeedback. So I like to use the Zyto Elite and the Quest 4. And the Quest 4, I'll show you. It's got these little things that you hold. You hold one in each hand, and it sends frequencies for different things, organs, glands, and systems, enzymes, fatty acids, viruses, mold, parasites, heavy metals, hormones, organs, glands, body systems, your teeth, your spine, minerals, amino acids. I look at food sensitivities, sensitivities to things like weeds, trees, and grasses, all that stuff. And we put together a picture of how is this affecting your body, or is it? And then that's how I base my protocols. Also, sometimes I do a heart rate variability test, which we do a EKG, and the the system will determine a lot of different things about your hormones and your mineral balance and your potential to have power or energy in your body, um, and that kind of stuff. So it tells us about if you're in fight or flight too much or what's going on. So that is our initial new client testing, and plan to be here an hour and a half. Sometimes it's 2 hours. I try to get it into an hour and a half. If you don't have enough time for that, you can come by and drop off your samples, and I'll do all the testing. And then you come back and we just talk about what I found out. That's the quickest way to be in and out here. So, yeah, that's what I do. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, but I'd love to have you as a client. Thanks.